A major contemplation of prospective landlords is getting a landed property in a location of their choice, awesome neighborhood, and at a pocket-friendly price. Well, on this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things you need to consider in securing or acquiring a landed property here in Abuja and every other place. And then I'm going to tell you 9 locations here in the FCT, the seat of power, where you can get landed properties below 5 million naira. And then if you stick around till the end of this video, I'm going to tell you something you can do to get it half the price. Meaning, if you're supposed to get a property at 4 million naira, you can do what I'm about to share with you and get it at 2 million naira. How awesome is that? So stick around and let's get to it. Hi, welcome to Guinea Review. Obed Kazachat here. This is your first time on this channel, you're very much welcome. I'd like you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell icon as well, so you get to know when I release a new video, and also give this video a thumbs up, and I would love that. So for you, what are the things you consider in acquiring a landed property? What are those things? Well, for me, I'm going to be sharing 5 things that I think you should consider, which are very helpful. Number 1, you would like to consider the location. The location would mean the proximity of that property to other adjoining infrastructures. Now, also closeness to your place of work, closeness to your children's school, and then closeness to the city center. Yes, so you're going to make sure, well, it will favor you for you to have all of those close to your property, so that whatever it is you intend to do with the property, you want to develop it for a residential purpose, you want to develop it for a commercial purpose, all of that is going to be to your advantage because it's close to the city center, it's close to where you can go and source and get whatever you want to get. And then if it's school, your children's school, your place of work, all of that is your advantage. So I think you should consider the location first before getting any property. Number 2, the second thing you would like to consider is security. Yes, you would like to consider the security of the place. How safe is the place? Especially if you want to build your home, your family home there. You would want a place that is safe, that doesn't have a history of theft, history of cultism, all of those activities that might not be safe for your family. You would want to be sure that that place is safe for you and your family. So security is one vital, very, very important factor I think you should consider in acquiring a landed property. And number three for me is terrain. Terrain is something I feel you should consider in acquiring the landed property. A lot of people don't really care about that. Whatever it is, they just buy as long as it serves other conditions. But when you think about developing that property, terrain could have a financial implication. Especially, for instance, you have a steepy land. It means you're going to do a lot of backfilling, you're going to do a lot of earthworks and all of that. There are instances people do cut and fill and all of that. But if it's okay for you, it's something I think you should go ahead and acquire it. But if the financial implication is something you would really want to consider, then I think you should take the terrain condition of whatever property you want to buy seriously. Number 4, the fourth factor I think you should consider is affordability. Yes, in as much as we want awesome locations, we want security, we want the terrain, awesome terrain, and other factors we personally would want. One thing that will be common to all of us is the affordability. How affordable, how pocket friendly is that landed property? So you would, it's a factor everybody would want to consider, so I think you should consider that as well. Is the property worth the price tag? So that's one question you would need to answer before you proceed to make payment or you proceed to acquire the property. And the fifth factor I think you should consider is predictable value. Predictable value. So if you want to buy a property, can you predict in the future? Can you predict in the next 3-5 years, would the value of this place rise? I mean, one thing that would make the value of a place to increase or make the value of a place rise is basically activities around the place, settlements, so you look out the place and ask all of those questions. You should be able to ask and get answers to those questions. In the next 3 to 5 years, how is this place going to be? How expensive is this place going to be? Especially if you're buying and you intend to sell in the future, or you're buying and intend to develop and sell it in the future. That's an important question you should ask and you should get answers to. So acquiring a landed property here in Abuja can be very expensive, especially some locations here. So but with the right information, with the right guidance, you can get a landed property at a very good price. I mean, a legitimate business deal, a legitimate deal at a very pocket-friendly price. And then most times you get those kind of deals from developers. I mean, it's hard to say and it's hard to believe. People don't actually believe that you can get good deals from developers. But if you look closely, you can, because most of the things you're going to spend money doing, developing, improving that landed property, some of these developers have gone ahead to do all of those things. They've provided some infrastructure, they've put some infrastructure in place already. So what you'll be doing won't be that much, So if you have a landed property where you have access roads already, you have electricity distributed already, so what more would you want to do on that property? Maybe you would now try to get water source and all of that. But most of these land deals usually come easy and then sometimes cheap from these developers. So I'll be listing about 9 locations here in the FCT where you can get land deals below 5 million naira, and most of these land deals are gotten from developers. So, and one of the tips I would share with you is that the early birds, like when a place is developed, when any real estate company start listing, that's the right time to buy. The early stage is the right time to buy, because at that point in time the properties have a certain price tag, and as time goes on the prices would usually rise. So it's best you buy it at that time. So if you want to get some of these landed properties from them, I'll be dropping links to their social media platforms, so you'd follow them closely. When there are new listings, that's the time to go ahead and buy those properties. So here you go, the 9 locations here in the FCT you can get awesome land deals below 5 million naira. Number 1 is Lokogoma, Lube, Idu, Karu, Karasana, Karimu, and Kuje. So I'll be dropping all of that, the list in this video, so you can look that up for yourself, and you can make inquiries. Of course, you can do your due diligence and find out, get more information and details about all of these locations. Most of these locations are usually 10 to 35 kilometers to the city center. Yes, 10 to 35 kilometers to the city center. So they are not all that bad, and don't even imagine that it's a fallow location or it's a fallow ground. No, there are a lot of developments. There are people settling there already. You have businesses, you have civil servants and business people settling in some of these locations. They are good locations. So, and I think you should consider checking them out for yourself. Thank you for sticking around till this time. I'd like you to give this video a thumbs up if you have not, and then hit the subscribe button as usual, and I would appreciate that. Remember, I told you I was going to tell you something you need to do to get a landed property here in the FCT at half the price. Now, here you go. Usually some of these developers, when they start new, not really new, not always when they start new, but there are times they do promotional sales. There are times they do promotional sales, and at that time you usually get a 50% sale slash, a 30% sale slash. There's always a percentage sale slash, and that's where you come in. Now you're going to follow them closely, and when they are doing all of this sale slash, that's when you place your buy order. So for instance, Adrian Homes in 14th February this year 2020, they did a sale slash, they did a promo sales, and they sold 50% slash sales. Yes, so imagine you're buying a property from them that sells at 4 million naira. With that 50% slash, how much is that? You're buying it at 2 million naira. Isn't that awesome? So sometimes these opportunities, these promo sales are not always there, but they run for a certain period of time. So, and following them up closely, it's going to give you that information, it's going to give you that edge. So you're going to know when they're doing a percentage sales slash. I'm going to drop a number of these developers here in the FCT, and then their social media handles, so you follow them up closely if you're interested, so you'll be able to know when they're doing all of those promo sales, and you'll take part, you participate in their sales. It is also very important to note that every time you're buying a landed property from a developer, from an individual, however you're getting it, you need to confirm the size of the property. So if it's supposed to be a 600 square meters property, you need to go with your surveyor or professional, any professional that can confirm that for you, to confirm the plot size. And then you would also do well to confirm, to get the right document from them. Every document that is supposed to be given to you, you need to get all of those documents before you make any payment. Don't make payments before you get the documents. They are documents that are supposed to give you the assurance that this is legitimate, this is legit. So you have to confirm all of that for yourself. Nobody's going to do that for you. You're going to do that for yourself because you are the one making the payment. Do your due diligence, confirm everything, confirm the landed property size, confirm the documents before you make payments. Another awesome thing about buying property from the developers most times is there is a payment plan, so you don't have to pay the whole money. So if you're paying maybe 4 million naira or 2 million naira, you don't have to pay all of that at a go. So you can pay in installments, you can pay in 3 phases, 4 phases, 5, according to the payment plan they've designed and you have chosen. So, and that's helpful. That would help prospective landowners secure property for themselves. So folks, that will be all for now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and then the notification bell icon as well. Don't forget to click the notification bell icon. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.